Now, Frank Warren has captained Shiraz versus Amo Williams. I get it. Both guys are big punchers, can drop a man, can stop a man at any point, but it's a big risk because all of these fights are like 60-40, 50-50 fights. Like, they could go either way. And that is why this is one of the fucking best cards in a long, long time. And it's not just about what opportunities can come from this card, because yes, if Zhang or Wilder win, they're in the mix again. Wilder could probably set up an Anthony Joshua fight, let's be real. That fight is still there. People still want to say it. AJ has a bit of time to kill before he fights the winner of Usyk versus Fury. That would be a dream match still for us, especially if Wilder bangs out Zhang and shows he's still got it. On the flip side, if Wilder doesn't pull the trigger like he didn't in his last fight against Parker and looks done, your career's over. So it isn't just about what you can get, it's about the consequences of losing, man. Now, same goes for Zhang. It's a bit of a loser leaves town fight, that. So based on that, we know they're going to have to pull the trigger, and they're some of the biggest punchers in boxing. This is absolute firework.
And those are the words of True Geordie, representing the pain game, okay? And like he stated, it's like winner takes all, basically. Or winner stays, loser leaves forever. It's done. Like, for one, Wilder, he's already lost his last fight. So is Zhang. Okay, so whoever loses again, see you later. You gotta go. Simply because it's like this. All right. Zhang is 40 years old. Wilder is 37. Or is he 38? Late 30s. Right? So I think, if anything, these guys have something to prove. And it's a lot to gain, but it's everything to lose. That's the crazy part. It's everything to lose. And we're looking at Zhang and Wilder, and they know what's at stake. And it is a dangerous fight. It's one of those, again, don't blink fights. You know, and Eddie Hearn, you know, I've hearing things about Eddie and Wilder and all that. You know, it's a gamble. But again, like True Geordie said, all these fights are 60-40, 50-50. Hell, 55-45. Let's, if you want to get technical and split hairs with it. You know, it is what it is. I think, if anything, Wilder is a guy that could catch you with either punch, but he hasn't proved that in his last fight. You know, he hasn't proved that at all. So you're looking at it like, okay, well, does Wilder still have it? And Wilder himself, you know, he's said a couple positive statements recently that made you think, okay, well, maybe he has it because he's getting that confidence back. He's getting that when I destroy him, you know, he gonna really feel it, and I must apologize to Zhang. Okay, so we're hearing stuff like that, but we heard that shit before the Parker fight too. So, you know, what do you say about that? What do you think about that? Because if anything, I feel that either one could knock each other out, but then it'll be sad for either guy. Because if Zhang gets knocked out, and look, and then it's probably pretty much going to be the beginning of the end for him, because one thing, we talk about Joe Joyce, we talk about Joseph Parker, we talk about a lot of these guys and their durability, you know, and that's the factor they have, the strength that they have, this attribute of taking a punch. And you can't overlook Zhilei Zhang. Zhilei Zhang has taken punches from guys, you know, but let's see if he can take Wilder's. But what normally happens when these guys get hit, you know, Dominic Brazil was one perfect example. Yeah, he took shots and he got up. When he got hit by Wilder, no. You know what I mean? And he couldn't even smother a smaller guy like Otto Weiland, you know, when he fought again, which was 2 years later. So it took him a lot to get over that knockout. Okay? And the same for Zhang. I don't think Zhang has the time to, he doesn't have those opportunities. Nobody really wants to promote a 40-plus-year-old guy. I'm sorry. He may get another fight, but it will never be on that magnitude again. You know? So, yeah, I think if he does lose this fight, the mainstream for Zhang is over with. But again, it depends on how the fight goes because it's uncertain. But you guys tell me what you think of True Geordie, stating that you win it all or you lose everything. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.